The Commonwealth is a junior partner of Brandenburg. What? Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back. My name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am ruling as the Emperor of the Roman Empire. Last episode, we did a bunch of beating up on the barbarians in the South Germany, North Germany, Carpathia, Poland regions, including annexing Austria, Hungary, a bunch of the remaining HRE miners, beat up the Commonwealth a couple of times, beat up Brandenburg a couple of times, and process of beating them up again in the hopes that I will eventually get all of the South Germany, North Germany, Carpathia, Poland regions. And on the last video, there was a comment suggesting that I get the Prussian areas. So West Prussia and East Prussia, just to get prettier borders. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I do like that. Better than getting this line here, we'll just go straight up here. So we'll get these borders as well. In addition to that, we also fought a war over here in Persia, took a bunch of lands over there, and we are getting ready to really focus on the Persia, Korasan, Anatolia regions today. So my plan today is to get as much as possible of what remains of Anatolia, of Persia, of Korasan, South Germany, North Germany, Poland, and the Prussian areas. We'll get as much of it as we can today and hopefully finish it up next time. So we got 3 episodes left. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to finish it up this time and next time so that it'll give me a chance to convert everything to Catholic, which most things already are. It'll just be this stuff over here that I need to convert, but I'm also working on converting cultures. And I want as much of it as possible to be converted to Roman. I don't expect that I will get the entire Roman Empire converted to Roman, but again, we'll get as much as possible. Another comment asked if I was going to do any more in the New World. So I wasn't really planning on doing that, but I do have some over here already. I've got Cascadia, La Plata, Brazil, and the West Indies. And the West Indies are unfortunately getting beat up a bunch. And then I've got a little bit here that is not a colony, same as here. I wasn't planning on it, but if I finish up everything, or as I finish up everything in the old world that I want, the last episode or two, I might go over here and mess up the United States, Illinois, Mexico, Canada, Huesca, these guys. Get a little bit more. We'll see. That may happen. That may not. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. But I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and start a war here in Anatolia. I think I'm going to start here against Dawasir, or do I start against Gurkhani? Either way, I'll be fighting Dawasir in both of them. Let's see what the province war score costs. So if I go to war directly against Dawasir, I can full annex them. I will not be able to full annex Gurkhani in one war. So maybe go to war with Dawasir. What if I co-belligerate Gurkhani? I'll bring in a couple other guys. I should still be able to get this pretty easily. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go. So let's do that war, and we will continue working on Brandenburg up here as well. So let's unpause. Let's move some troops in. And let's get at it. Oh, wow, my fleet lost. Like bad. Holy crap. All right, looks like Multan is about done. Let's not annul any of their treaties. That's unfortunate. I don't care about a little bit of money. We'll just white peace them and get out of that war. All right, Sind is fully occupied and probably good to get out of the war. Oh, they're a subject. Who are they a subject of? Gurkhani. Okay. I can get admin tech 28. All right, I'm going to peace out Gurkhani. I'm going to take everything that they own in the Persia region, all of this, plus this one province here in Korasan, and this one province in Korasan. Actually, we'll take this one as well. Might as well take as much as I can. Let's go ahead and do that peace deal. All right, starting to get a coalition here. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, Ethiopia is on low, so I'm going to peace them out. And their alliance with Yemen. Take war reps, trade power, no. and make him release Harar. Take a little bit of money. Basically just trying to make the peace treaty a little bit longer with them. Gonna peace out Marahan for a white peace. Yeah, just for white peace. That's all I'll be able to get. All right, Brandenburg is out. Finally, I'm taking the border provinces of what I want and what they have in South Germany. Whew, okay, done. All right, Yaz is out for a white peace. I'm dealing with some massive rebel stacks because my overextension is a little high. 387, yeah, a little high. And I should be able to peace out Dawasir and Hassa for full annexation. There we go, which will give me 118 more overextension. Let's see, what's my war exhaustion at? 0 and not increasing. Let's hold off. Let's hold off a little bit until I can core up some of these, which I'm already really struggling with because of, well, no admin points. I can get my next defensive idea, reinforce speed plus 30%. I can get my final mission, Train of Thought, gain 400 splendor. And maintaining the flowering of Renaissance will only require to be ahead of time in any technology. Nice, very nice. All right, my war exhaustion's starting to go up. We're under 200 overextension, so let's go ahead and sue for peace. All right, now let's continue chilling for a little bit. Got to get my manpower back up. Got to build my army back up. I did lose quite a bit in these two wars. I got several stack wipes on me, so I got to build up my army back up, and then I will, I guess, hit this coalition. Try to get more here in Arabia, push into Transoxiana and Korasan, and try to get as much as I can from the Commonwealth. And there's the Industrial Revolution, January 1st, 1760, which occurred in, heck yeah, my province. Woohoo! Very nice. Some admin power, diplo power, mill power, prestige, government reform progress. Heck yeah. I can get my final defensive idea, garrison size plus 33%, and a bunch of policies. Let's see if any of them are any good. Let's get the national unrest -1 and attrition for enemies +1. And monthly war exhaustion -103, garrison army damage plus 50%. That'd be good. I'm going to ally Russia. Yeah. And I'm going to re-ally Ethiopia. So I just got this call for the agenda of the Diet, and the proposal of the clergy has the religion in Friesland should be Catholic. Here's Friesland. It's Catholic, but it says it's not. I don't get it. I'm very confused. And I can embrace industrialization and can get Diplotech 28. I was talking about the country of Friesland. Where's the country of Friesland? I don't even know where they are. Yeah, I have no idea where they are. The coalition's all but fallen apart by now. Actually, it has fallen apart, except for maybe a couple, maybe. The Commonwealth is a junior partner of Brandenburg. What? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll wait to go to war with them. So let's go to war with Yemen. And we will co-belligerate Hadramut. I'll call in several other guys, but a bunch of guys I'm not really worried about. Let's build up a couple armies to protect against Timbuktu before we do. Whatever. Whatever. I'm not worried about it. We'll call in Ethiopia, and we'll full annex Yemen and Hadramut. That'll be good. All right, so Yemen's fully sieged down. Hadramut is mostly sieged down. Ethiopia was taking a big hit, while actually North Africa for me is as well, but I'm not worried about that. But now I'm working on unsieging Ethiopia. And while I'm doing that, I think I'm going to go to war with Transoxiana and Hormuz. Let's see, do I need to... Yeah, I need to co-belligerate Hormuz. Let's see, what if I declare on Hormuz? We'll see which is better. Well, Hormuz will not come in. Interesting. What if I declare directly on Hormuz? Wait, I'm at war with Hormuz. Well, never mind then. All right. I didn't realize I was at war with them. Well, in that case, yeah, let's declare war on Transoxiana. Let's go to war and try to take as much, if not all, of the Korasan region that I can from Transoxiana. All right, Marahan is out, so let's get war reps. I don't need their money, but take a little bit of money and call them good. Ageron is out. Again, just war reps, and that's it. All right, Hajramut is out for a full annexation. Dang it. I had this, but peasants popped up and sieged it down, and Ethiopia got it. I won't be able to full annex Yemen unless I give it to Ethiopia and just take these two provinces from Ethiopia. Hadramut is out. Not a full annexation, but most of what they own. All right, Timbuktu is out. War reps, a bunch of money. And Yemen is out for everything I want except for one province. And I'm going to make them end their alliance with Timbuktu and Ageron. There we go. All right, I can finally peace out Vijayanagar. Gonna make them end their alliance with Transoxiana, but I don't think I really need to. Can't take war reps. We'll call that good. So apparently Hormuz came into the war with Transoxiana. So I think I might be able to full annex them this time. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh, 92%. Come on. I can finally get Miltech 28, get new infantry and new cavalry, and finally get caught up. Let's go with square infantry, the Latin Lancers. Sure. Hormuz is fully occupied and fully annexed. And I'm going to declare war on Yaz. We're calling Gurkhani, which is just one province minor that I don't care about. My truce with Brandenburg just ended, but I'm going to have to get a bunch of my troops back after I end this war with Transoxiana before I fight Brandenburg and the Commonwealth. Actually, that Gurkhani province is in the Korasan region. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that. All right, I can finally peace out Transoxiana, taking everything in the Korasan region and everything that I want from them. So hopefully I won't have to fight them again. Let's go ahead and end the war. That was a pain in the butt war. I lost so many troops to them. Man, I just can't get anything to fall quickly. I'm at 64% here as well. I had so many things in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s this playthrough, this episode. It's crazy. Man, I just can't get lucky rolls. And it finally fell at 64%. So let's full annex Yez and Gurkhani. That war's done. All right, so all I need left in Arabia are these two provinces, one from Yemen, one from Ethiopia. I have a truce with Yemen until 1780, but they are guaranteed by Ethiopia. So I could declare war on them. Ethiopia won't come in. Not yet, at least. Maybe by 1780 they will. If not, I might just break my alliance with Ethiopia and declare war on them for that one province as well. Get those two. And then all I need in Khorasan are these provinces here, those 6 provinces. Then I will have all of Persia, Arabia, Khorasan, the 3 down here that I said I wanted to add. And I still have a lot I need to get from Brandenburg and the Commonwealth. And it's going to be even more difficult now that the Commonwealth is a junior partner of Brandenburg. Got to fight both of them at the same time, and got to get a bunch of war score to get all of this from Brandenburg, all of this from the Commonwealth, and this from the Commonwealth. And I'm starting to run out of time. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. But first I need to chill a little bit, get my overextension down, get some manpower back, and in a couple of years, maybe by the end of this episode, I will declare that war. All right, most of my troops are in place. Brandenburg and the Commonwealth are with Transoxiana, and I see at least 100,000 of their about 800,000 troops are out here. I'm not quite back on manpower yet, but I think in a month or two, I'm going to go ahead and declare war on them. Commonwealth has no manpower. I mean, I have no manpower. but the Commonwealth has no manpower. So I think it's about as good a time as any to do it. So let's go ahead and go to war and take as much as I can in the regions I want from the Commonwealth and from Brandenburg. And I can get Admin Tech 29 and my final idea group. I'm thinking about either quantity, mainly for the manpower recovery speed, which would be really nice, or aristocratic, or the additional combat ability. Let's go with quantity. I don't really need a bigger army. I don't really need bigger manpower. I just need faster manpower recovery speed, which this idea will give me. And also with administrative, it'll give me manpower recovery speed plus 15% as well. So sure, let's go with quant. And I can get my first quality idea. I'm just mopping the floor with these guys. They just can't do anything against me this time around. I'm sieging things down quickly. I'm winning every battle. The only thing I'm losing are my subjects' fleets are getting destroyed. There have been many battles, but I've won each of them easily. This is a much, much easier war than the last couple of times I fought them. And there's Diplotech 29. They finished their war against Transoxiana, and their troops are starting to come back. I think it might be too little too late at this point. Well, Brandenburg and the Commonwealth are down to about half-ish of the troops that they had. And also, Brandenburg has no more manpower either. And I can get my second quantity idea. Manpower recovery speed plus 20%. Let's get some manpower back faster, or at least not lose it quite as quickly. Once again, I got very caught up in this war, and I ran this episode a year and a couple of months longer than I should have. But I think, honestly, I probably could go ahead and peace out of this war. I've destroyed them quite effectively. Brandenburg's down to just 86,000 troops, and the Commonwealth 135,000, both with no manpower, and they are both mostly sieged down. So let's see if I can go ahead and get what I want. So I can, and this is what I'm going to take. I'm going to take the Prussian provinces up here and the Baltic region. I'm going to take the rest of the Carpathia region and the rest of the South Germany region and a couple of forts here and this one province. And I'll finish off the Poland and North Germany regions, hopefully next war, or if not, maybe in 2 wars. This will hopefully happen in the next episode. I should be able to get it all in the next 25 years. Should. And then I should be able to get these 2 provinces and these 6 in the next 25 years as well. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting close. So let's go ahead and send this demand. And with that, this episode is coming to an end. So we did a lot of expanding today, mostly in Arabia, Persia, and Korasan down here, where we got almost all of the provinces that I want to finish off those 3 areas. There are only 8 more that I need. These 6 in Korasan and these 2 in Arabia. So the Roman Empire has effectively, finally, put the Persian Empire to rest. In addition to that, we finished a war with Brandenburg and fought another war with Brandenburg and their junior partner in the Commonwealth and took a bunch up here as well. And again, hopefully we should be able to finish those off next episode. I'm also hoping that now that I have enough seats in my Senate and I'm not constantly giving out new seats, I might... Yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of absolutism. So I'm going to try to work on getting that up a bit more so that I can finish these off in the next episode. Additionally, this episode, I continued converting all of my provinces to Catholic. There are not that many left, mostly the ones that I just took down here in Arabia, Persia, and Khorasan. And I also continued to convert the culture to Roman. And we have lots of Roman culture now throughout the world. I still have lots left to convert, but I'm getting there. We're getting there. I don't think we'll get everything converted. I would be incredibly surprised. There's still so much to convert. Even with how cheap and how relatively quick it is, I doubt we'll get everything converted, but we'll get as much as we can. So thank you all for joining. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did. Obviously I did. I was really enjoying especially this war up here at the end and lost track of time. So if you did, be sure to come back next week for the second to last episode of this playthrough. And after I finish this playthrough, I believe I'm going to play as Ajam, form the Persian Empire, and become Zoroastrian, and do that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I've never played in this region of the world before, other than conquering it like I am now, so I'm really looking forward to that. And be sure to check out my other playthroughs on this channel. I'm currently doing a really fun run as Kong, where I currently have most of this region of Africa below the Saharan Desert. And I'm working into the Horn of Africa and down into Kilwa. And soon I will be heading up into North Africa. That's a really fun one, so be sure to check that out. And be sure to head over to my other channel, Kongveal Survives, where I live stream survival games twice a week. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.